that way I just want to keep on winning my fights, fight by fight, and we'll see who UFC thinks I should fight next. I'm feeling really good, really confident. I'm starting to become a big boy now, and that brings a lot of confidence with me too. And when I first entered the UFC, I saw these guys, running around, these huge heavyweights with a lot of skill, and that combined may have been a little bit too much at that point, but at this moment I feel like on a good day I can beat anybody, so.
Are you surprised at this young age that you'd have this many wins in the division at this young age? I don't really think about the future. I already had like 22 wins when I entered the UFC, so just fighting has been normal for me since I was 16 years old, and I plan to keep on doing it for a long time. And what I said at the pre-weigh-in conference, I hope to retire with like 50 or 60 UFC wins. That'd be good.
So Stefan, this fight looked pretty much exactly what everybody expected, that you would try to get him in your guard and finish it. So that was obviously the plan from the get-go.
Yeah, well, we warmed up and we wanted to get him on his back, because we knew he would have no chance when I had him there, but when he had me up against the fence, he wanted to do what he did his last two fights, just go out and unload. But I felt the way he was holding me, it may sound weird. I was like, if I jump guard now, my hips are in place, and if I get the arm, it's done. I jump guard, tried it, worked out. So.
How hard does he hit?
I didn't go down, so he said he would get me a couple scratches. I got a couple. So.
Yeah, but Stefan, do you have a target on that lip? What is the deal with the lower lip, my friend?
I don't know. I think they hate my lower lip. I don't know what it is, but I don't get stitches this time, so I'll be good.
Lavar seemed hurt at the end of the fight there. Did you happen to notice anything happen to him, to his arm?
I had it in real quick, but I didn't have it on the cup. This is where you want to have it when you got the arm bar. And I was like, is this guy going to tap? And then I heard him scream, and then the ref, came in between, and it's when I let go. So.
Well, sometimes guys with that kind of muscle mass and that build are susceptible to arm bars and kimuras.
I don't think so. Give me any arm,
So how soon do you want to get back into the fight?
I booked a nice short vacation for in about 7 or 8 days. Gonna enjoy that, and gonna go straight back into the gym. I'm gonna eat healthy on my vacation and stay fit. And I'll be right back. Before you guys know it, I'll be back. So.
I heard you had a close eye on the Roy Nelson fight. What were your thoughts on that?
I fought both guys, and I really like both guys. So I was just, I want to see any fight on this card. I'm like, I want to see all the heavyweights go at it. It's just good fights, and yeah. To be honest, I thought that Roy would catch him at some time with an overhand, but I didn't think it would go that fast, and I know Dave recovers quick, I heard him too with in our last fight, but he recovered really quick, so didn't think it would go that fast. So.
And I just happened to notice your cap. Will you be stopping on Kauai, or stopping in Hawaii? Will there be a skyscraper in Hawaii?
I was in Kauai after my fight with Pat Barry. It's a good friend of mine. So I went there, and it's amazing. I hope to go back soon, but it's a long flight from Holland. So I'm just keeping it in Europe this time for my vacation.
Have you ever trained with Stefan Struve, and is that something, if not, that you would want to do?
We've never trained. I started to train with a new striking coach. And another add to my team a couple of weeks before the fight with Pat Barry, and that's working out really good. I plan to show off more of my stand-up today, but I just didn't want to give him any chance to get into the zone he wants to be in. That's near the fence and unload. That's why I kept the hold of his arm and just use my BJJ.
Do you feel like when you can use that reach really well that you will be pretty much unstoppable?
That's the plan, and we'll see if it's gonna happen. But what I said, if I use my reach the way I can and the way I should, then I don't see the other guy touching me. So.
Who's gonna win the main event?
That's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting to see how Friend holds his own on his feet and if he can take him down, and how good Junior is on the ground. Because to be honest, we've never seen Junior on the ground, so it's gonna be interesting if the fight goes there. But we'll see. Yeah. I don't really do prediction. I don't even do prediction for my own fight. I'm just saying I'm gonna win.
You're young and already have a bunch of submissions here in the UFC. Do you think you can pass Frank Mir for how many submissions you can get in the heavyweight division?
We'll see, man. If I'm gonna retire with like 50 or 60 wins, I think there's gonna be a lot of submissions coming up. So.
You hitting the club, Stefan? I know your family's here. I know they're very excited for you.
Yeah, I got some friends and family over, but I'm just gonna stay in the hotel, I think, and just see where, where's a good party. I'm flying home tomorrow too, so I don't want to be too wasted on the flight. And I'm not gonna drink a lot, it was a good fight, so I just want to keep fit. Don't do too much craziness.
How much does it take to get you drunk anyway? I mean, you're giant.
A lot, but give me a bottle of Bacardi and I'll be good.
Stefan, you mentioned that you're not using your reach how you like to at this point. Why do you think you haven't been able to use your reach the way you wanted to use it at this point? What's stopping you from getting that distance and being able to utilize it more?
It's going the way, I want it to go, and, if I'm gonna use it as good as I'm using it in training, then we're happy. But today, like, I wanted to show it up, but when I got a hold of him, I was like, yeah, why give him another chance and just keep it easy, take him down, or I normally won't jump guard, but the way I had his arm, what I said, I just felt like I could get it, so I tried it and worked out, so it was good.
So it's a product of circumstance, what just happened to happen in the fight.
Yeah, we wanted to see what he did. The thing was, we were thinking he would come straight at me and just brawl, what he did, or he would go back and let me come at him and then counter. But he did the first thing, and got a hold of him and did it nice and quick. So.
Back when it comes to training, are you having problems with the distance when you're translating the training into the cage? Are you seeing kind of that, or there's other issues? Sometimes you'll think your distance is something else training, and then when you're in the cage, it's completely different.
I don't know. It's a lot of things that you need to combine using your reach. It's footwork. Keeping your body in the right stance, and what I said, I'm getting better and better at it. But it's any guy you fight, everybody fights different. So you always need to find your reach, and it's what I showed in my last fight in the second round when I found my reach. Fight was over. So.
Thank you.
Thank you. What just happened?